What if the Ayurvedic shampoo in your shower, the fresh pressed amla juice you drink every morning, the neem herbal toothpaste you trust aren't really Ayurvedic at all? What if a company that claims to protect our traditions is silently replacing wisdom with marketing and health hype? Hi, I'm Salila. I'm a generational Ayurvedic practitioner and yoga teacher based in sunny California. And today we are pulling back the curtain on Patanjali. Is Patanjali truly honoring the science of Ayurveda, or is it simply cashing in on its ancient credibility? When a billion-dollar company wraps itself in the language of tradition, uses the symbols of purity, and positions itself as a guardian of health, yet operates like a mass market sales machine, we have to ask ourselves, what are we buying into? This video is not a personal attack. It is a necessary investigation for your health, your faith in Ayurveda, and the complex truth behind the label that is Patanjali. Let's look at the dual identity, Ayurveda versus profit. Since its launch in 2006 by Baba Ramdev and Acharya Balakrishna, Patanjali Ayurveda has grown into a 5.5 billion empire. They sell nearly everything: toothpaste, Chyawanprash, noodles, beauty products, hospitals, clothing line, and even insurance plans. Yet, there's a mismatch. On one hand, we cannot ignore Baba Ramdev's hand in the revival of herbal remedies, promoting yoga worldwide and introducing Ayurveda to millions. I myself have watched him and learned from his immense knowledge and his loving intentions. And on the other hand, we cannot ignore the slick FMCG brand dressed in Ayurvedic packaging and wellness cues that often takes some dangerous shortcuts. We need to ask ourselves, are these products rooted in classical Ayurveda, or are they simply driven by profit? Let's look at the Ayurvedic promotion narrative. Without question, Patanjali introduced millions to the idea of herbal health. Neem toothpaste, Triphala juice, Chyawanprash, these became household names in India as we received unmatched quality at unbeatable prices for the first time. Yoga classes and wellness camps brought Ayurveda into mainstream awareness, reaching millions and inspiring many to connect with true Vedic wellness. Patanjali did in a few years what traditional Ayurveda giants like Dabur and Vaidyanath and Himalaya could not do in decades. Even the Ministry of Ayush acknowledged that Patanjali sparked renewed interest in Ayurveda. That attention matters. It's how ancient medicine stepped back into our daily life. Their success prompted a sea of change in the FMCG market. Even mammoth brands like Colgate and Unilever began to Ayurvedize their dairy consumable products to get a bigger piece of the giant 1.3 trillion consumer market of India. Colgate's Veda Shakti toothpaste, Unilever's Indulekha hair oil come to mind. But soon, the initial commendable efforts remained only surface level. Real Ayurveda requires a deep understanding of dosha, digestive health, and daily routines, not just herbal products. And that deeper knowledge often doesn't get transmitted. We learned the product names. That's where promotion stops, but understanding doesn't begin. Your health is sacred. Your trust is priceless. And the Ayurvedic knowledge handed down over generations deserves more than clever branding. So, how and when did the narrative of Patanjali stop working? Let's look at some of the controversies and legal storms. Patanjali has repeatedly landed in trouble over misleading claims. These are not rumors, these are legal and lab-tested facts. The first controversy was Coronel during the COVID times. In 2020, Patanjali released Coronel, marketed as a COVID-19 cure. The Madras High Court slammed it as an exploitation of fear, fined 10 lakhs and ordered public retractions. Despite no clinical proof, Patanjali presented it as a cure, ignoring potential risk to public safety. The miracle cure ads of 2022 to 24, they ran ads claiming cures for diabetes, blood pressure, and asthma without evidence, calling it taking the entire country for a ride. The Supreme Court issued contempt notices, warnings of up to 1 crore penalties for each false claim. Even their apology ads were seen as too small, not seen plainly, but the court found it insincere and demanded visible retractions. Then came the lab failures. Amla juice in 2017, a batch of Patanjali's Amla juice was suspended from army canteens after failing quality tests conducted by the Defense Canteen Stores Department, or the CSD. The lab results reportedly shows the juice did not meet safety or efficacy standards. In response, Patanjali claimed that Ayurvedic products like theirs should be tested using Ayush guidelines instead of conventional norms. However, the regulatory bodies stood by their findings and rejected Patanjali's justification, raising public concern once again. License suspensions. Uttarakhand's drug regulators suspended the manufacturing licenses of 14 medications produced by Patanjali Ayurveda after repeated violations involving misleading advertisements. These ads falsely claimed guaranteed cures for serious diseases, drawing legal and public criticism. The regulators acted after warnings were ignored, raising questions about Patanjali's compliance with pharmaceutical and advertising standards. Let's talk about the arrest warrants in 2024 and 2025. More recently, these warrants were issued against Baba Ramdev and Acharya Balakrishna for repeatedly airing misleading advertisements about Patanjali's products. The legal action has sparked nationwide debate, casting serious doubts on the brand's credibility and its commitment to public health. But why is Patanjali not true to Ayurveda? Let's explore. The question remains, why is Patanjali not true to authentic Ayurveda? Let's understand what is authentic Ayurveda. Let's break down what it demands. First thing is personalization. A true Ayurvedic approach begins with personalization. It starts by understanding your unique mind-body type, your dosha. That's vata, pitta, kapha, or a combination. The remedies are designed in such a way that include specific herbs, diet changes, yoga poses, breathing practices like pranayama, daily habits for you, not for everyone. Holistic treatment involves Ayurveda that addresses your mind, body, environment, your dinacharya, your routine, seasonal changes, ritucharya, herbal medicines, yoga, and pranayama breathwork. It involves slow healing because it is intentional where it's needed and fast in other circumstances. For example, a triphala powder can be used for overnight cleansing, and the same triphala powder can be used for gentle, sustained weight loss. Most Ayurveda remedies are slow not because it's ineffective, but because Ayurveda respects the body's limitations. Ayurveda knows when the body reaches a point of no return, disease can become asadhya or impossible to cure. So it doesn't force your system into silencing your symptoms, but heals the root. Your body will return to balance on its own. It takes time, it takes patience, daily check-ins, and consistency. So when a company promises instant Ayurvedic results or overnight detox, it's already breaking one of the most sacred principles of this healing system. Imagine an underweight vata type or an acidity-prone pitta type or an overweight kapha type are all taking the exact same herbal pill for relief from a chronic issue. This is not Ayurveda. What heals one person might hurt another. Because it's Baba's product, innocent people take them without thinking twice. Patanjali offers cookie cutter solutions. Same cream, same juice for everyone, same pills with no diagnosis. There is no consultation, no customization, because like any large-scale FMCG brand, they are optimized for sales. The soul of Ayurveda is individual remedies under a careful practitioner who watches the body's signals with deep care. Let's talk about the impact on public trust and Ayurveda's future. Here's where it gets tricky. When a big brand uses Ayurveda as a marketing tool, it shapes public perception. When the remedies don't work, people lose faith in Ayurveda. They stop trusting Ayurvedic tablets or herbal oils, even when prescribed by genuine practitioners. People might think Ayurveda is just about buying herbal pills, creams, and juices. They may ignore important practices like seasonal cleansing, mindful routines, or individual dosha balance. Ancient wisdom loses its depth, it's reduced to labels and buzzwords. This even affects you on a deeper level. When Patanjali makes unverified claims, it damages the credibility of authentic Ayurvedic Vaidyas and clinics. It blurs the lines between genuine healing and quick fixes. We risk turning Ayurveda into a quick fix wellness trend when it's actually a path of balance and long-term well-being. You will see many concentrated efforts by the Indian Medical Association to discredit Ayurveda as quackery. Let's talk about how to protect yourself from fraudulent claims so you can protect yourself and your family's health. Here are some steps. Consult with a practitioner. Talk to a Vaidya or an Ayurvedic doctor with credentials before using any herbal medicine. They will evaluate your dosha, your digestion, and your diet lifestyle. They will recommend safe, personalized remedies. Check the labels carefully. Look for classical ingredients only. Avoid products with heavy preservatives, fragrance, artificial colors, or multiple unknown, unpronounceable chemicals. Research your products very well. Look up third-party lab tests, certifications like GMP or ISO, or official Ayush approval. Reliable brands are transparent about their sourcing and testing. Do the Ayurveda basics. Eat meals at the right time, practice tongue scraping, do daily massage, abhyanga with oil, and follow gentle yoga and breath work. These simple habits support digestion and your skin health without spending a lot of money. I have clients who have restored health just by simple dinacharya rituals. 80% of sick people don't even need anything more than good diet, deep sleep, and self-care. Use minimal natural skincare. If you have sensitive skin, use laboratory-tested skincare from reputable brands, approved by a dermatologist for daily use. Use gentle oil cleansing, simple masks, turmeric, mung bean flour, or oatmeal would be enough, and natural moisturizers like almond or sesame oil. In conclusion, choose wisdom over hype. So, is Patanjali promoting Ayurveda or profiting from it? The answer is yes, both. They certainly brought Ayurveda into the spotlight, but their mass market approach can distort the depth and the authenticity, which comes with misleading ads, quality issues, and shortcut marketing. Now it's your choice. Trust marketing or trust integrity. Choose knowledge over packaging. Choose personalized Ayurveda rooted in ancient wisdom and modern validation, not mass marketed shortcuts. Your best protection is knowledge and balance. Use certified Ayurvedic products, but don't skip the basics. Cultivate your own routine. Read, listen to your body, and consult trusted practitioners. Seek personal diagnosis, verified quality, and routine lifestyle habits. Ayurveda is about trusting in healing that is gentle, natural, and science-backed. If you found value here, please like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to share this video with someone who deserves to know the real story behind the Ayurvedic labels they see on store shelves. If you would like help creating your own Ayurvedic lifestyle tailored to your dosha, you will find a link below to work with me directly. Until next time, stay cool, stay centered, and stay radiant. Namaste.